All right, so Christian Peak, I see you're calling in.
Yes, that's me. Thank you for it. I got hung up on the phone. I dialed the numbers incorrectly, but I am glad to be here.
Are you unable to appear on the video Zoom?
No, I don't have a computer. I just have a flip phone.
Mr.
I got a dummy phone.
Up here, we're going to kind of deal with this. Taking up case 2581. Mr. Clark,
yeah, 250.
Mr. Clark is in the courtroom, and Mr. Clark, do we expect to see Wendy Clark today?
No.
No. And are you married? What's the relationship?
Yes, we are.
All right. So you're representing the family then. So Mr. Peak, you need to be either in court. Zoom is an alternative. You need to be in court if you can't appear by video on Zoom, and you say you don't have a computer. So I can't have this full hearing today without you present.
I don't have a vehicle.
Okay. And you live in Rochester?
Yes.
Mr. Peak? Okay.
Yeah.
So this order was issued on, let's see. All right, a couple of weeks ago. So there is an order in effect, Mr. Peak, protecting Mr. Clark and Ms. Clark. And I'm going to set this to a hearing when you can appear in person or make arrangements to appear by Zoom with video and audio that's dependable. They can't.
I don't know that I'll have that ability to appear in.
Well,
for me, it's a 40-mile bike ride.
All right, you need to find a way to be here. We're going to set a court date, or you can be on Zoom with a video and audio. I can't do this in the way that you've decided. That doesn't work in the court rules. So
we've done this before in the past.
Well, we're not doing it anymore this way. So we're going to set a court date. It'll be a Monday morning. The order that's been issued will continue to be in effect. What are we looking at for Mondays?
Can I apologize to Ted? This has been a terrible misunderstanding.
So I'm not
I will
asking you to
absolutely
talk.
not appear
I'm not
on
asking
his.
you to talk to Tay. So Mr. Peak,
I will not be contacting Ted.
I'm not asking you to say anything. Just don't speak out of turn. And this is part of the problem that you're not on video, is I can't effectively have a hearing and for everyone to understand what's going on. So, Mr. Peak, you've received, one thing I see that you were not yet served. How did you know to be here today?
I have been served. I was here. I was served by. I can give you the names of by.
So what did you get?
I was served by. I get. It's the District Court of Washington. TCDC filed 3/26/2025.
But I'm asking
and I was served at
right-hand corner. Does it say petition? And then does it say order? A case that says order with the court date. Several documents.
On the first page, I got 10 pages.
First page, upper right-hand corner. What is the title of that document?
There's a stamp on it that says Thurston County Sheriff, 2025, March 27th.
The document, the title.
District Court of Washington, County of Thurston. And there's the case number 25-000081.
And under that, what's the title?
Temporary protection order and hearing notice.
Okay. Did you also get another document that said petition in that same area?
Temporary protection order and hearing notice. Right offhand, on this first page, I don't see anything that says petition.
So that's the only document you got, was the order?
With 10 pages, yeah.
Okay. Let me turn to Mr. Clark. Do you have proof of service? Do you have a document that shows how Mr. Peak was given notice at today's hearing? How did you do that?
I don't have proof.
Did you go through the sheriff or law enforcement? How did you do it?
Well, okay, let me rephrase.
Tell me how you did it.
I didn't get written notice. We had notice that Mr. Peak was on the property Tuesday evening.
So tell me how he was given notice. By law enforcement? Yes or no? You don't know?
The deputy told me he had been served. He looked it up.
Okay, that's law enforcement. All right.
Okay.
So you don't have a copy of that document from law enforcement.
I have not received one yet. No.
Okay, but apparently Mr. Peak has received the order. So you're going to need to kind of get that information filed with the court. That's your obligation as the person who started this civil lawsuit, essentially. All right. So after today, get that information from law enforcement as to how Mr. Peak was served. I understand from Mr. Peak he was. So Mr. Peak, we're gonna, I'm sorry, what day were we looking at?
21st or 20th.
Okay. 28th. Okay, so I was just gonna 28th, just the criminal side. We're not doing anything. All right, so I'm gonna reset this for the 28th of April. That's 3 weeks, Mr. Peak, to get it figured out. How you're gonna be in court
28th
or
of April.
find,
I'll
yes,
do my absolute best.
or find a Zoom connection that has audio and video. Lots of community centers, libraries, friends, family could help you with that, I'm sure. But you can't do it by
or
phone.
computer illiteracy.
Can't do it by phone.
Okay.
All right.
Or
So,
show up in person at courtroom 3.
show up in person. And that order stays in effect. I'm writing an order here that continues that until the end of the hearing on April 28th. Everyone's here promptly at 9, not at 9:10, but promptly at 9. And we'll take things up then. So
Can I confirm this?
sure.
Read it back to you. So at the 28th of April at 9 o'clock in courtroom 3, that's
Exactly.
is there a Zoom ID number for that? A meeting ID number?
Yep. You should have, and are we gonna,
It's already on the current order.
that's what I thought. It's on that order. And if not, you can certainly call the clerk. They can help you work through that.
It's the same number as today.
Yes.
685-813-8.
All right. So no one needs to serve anyone notice. That's been done. And we'll be back on April 28th. Again, both parties, Zoom's an alternative in court or Zoom with an audio and video dependable connection.
All right. Well, I will not be contacting any neighbors at all. Thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Peak, you can be on your way. Mr. Clark, I'll hand you this as well since you're here.
All righty. I can hang up now.
You can hang up, Mr. Peak.
All righty. Thank you very much. I want to put a word in for Sergeant Hamilton and Alex Horn. We're professionals.
We'll
all right. Okay. Bye. Bye. Goodbye.
And let's see, Christian Peak. Christian Peak.
Yeah.
See you on Zoom.
Yes, here.
And again, you're on the phone, and we talked about this, so we'll have to talk about it again.
I did my best. I tried.
We'll talk about it, so just mute for now. So, all right, so Mr. Peak, you're there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and you're coming on the phone, and we talked about this last time. And we needed you here or able to use a Zoom connection where you could be heard and seen by all parties. And the reason for that is when we started using Zoom, and what I said last time is the Supreme Court tells me what to do. You know, I'm the trial court. They're the biggest court in our state, and they tell me what to do. And when we pass these, you know, when they approved this opportunity to do Zoom, they said it has to be as if you're in court. So you have to be heard and seen, not just on the phone for a full hearing like this, where I'm taking evidence and determining what to ultimately make a decision on. So we talked last time, that was back April 7th. We're here 3 weeks later, and you're still on the phone. Tell me about that.
Well, for me, I live down in the South County in Rochester. I have 3 ways to get there. I have Little Rock Road, which has no shoulder. I have Old 99 Highway, which has no shoulder. Well, I'm on a bicycle, by the way. And I have the I-5, which is not really an option on bicycle. So to get there, I have no vehicle. And believe me, I have been trying to get a smartphone for years. I am not technically savvy, so I've had a difficult time. I just haven't been able to get the support. I actually bought a cell phone years ago, a smartphone, because believe me, it would make my life much easier, so that I can order packages and, buy and sell online. I just haven't been able to get it to work. I had to abandon it. But this is what I have.
So you get on your bike and you go places, and you could get on your
I
bike
do.
and go to a bus stop, I would presume, and put your bike on the bus and come into town.
This is limited access here. This is out in the county.
Right.
There are not many buses that come by here.
Right. But you apparently like to ride your bike, and you could get to a bus stop.
It's necessary. I'd rather have a car, but I just can't afford a vehicle.
Yeah, I know. I agree. It would be harder, but
It's not practical.
well,
It's
I can't
dangerous for
have
me
this
to drive
hearing this
around.
way. Yeah, I can't have this hearing this way, as I told you in April 7th, giving you 3 weeks to figure it out. And I understand that, but you had to make a plan, and that's why we set it out several
I did.
weeks to help you do that. So, you have
did
to
the best I could.
obviously, how do you get to the grocery store? How do you get packages home?
On a bicycle.
Okay, yeah.
One grocery bag at a time.
Yeah, so intercity transit or transit that goes out to the
There is
county.
no,
I know it's not
there's
a
very
lot.
little access to come here.
Yeah, and you could ride your bike to a bus stop. I kind of ride my bike a lot around the county, so I know there's not a lot, but there is. So
I don't know when the buses start running. I don't know that they start running that early so that I could get up there in time.
Yeah, well, it says that you didn't really investigate it then, and you didn't do what you needed to do over these.
I
3
have.
weeks.
I have looked into it. I've
Well,
looked
tell me
into
what you've
taxis
done.
as well.
Tell me what
I've
you've
looked
done.
I've talked about, I've looked into taxis, taking taxi rides, which is very expensive. And that's not really, that's a one-way. Taxis do not guarantee you a ride back.
What about the bus? What
So
did you do about that?
I've looked into it.
What did you do to look into it? What does that mean?
I don't think they run that early. I don't have a bus schedule with me now. I can't tell you for certain, but I don't think they run that early.
Okay. Well,
It would take me several hours to get up there, or I don't know what kind of transfers I'd have to make from here to there. It's not, this is 9 o'clock in the morning. This is rush hour.
right. We knew that 3 weeks ago. We knew that when you were first served with this. So
I haven't been able to serve these problems settle these problems for years. This has been an ongoing issue for me for quite some time. If I could be there, I would.
okay. So
Safely.
Here, one or not both at the same time, but who's our spokesperson here today? Ted Clark. All right. So what are you asking the court to do, Mr. Clark, on behalf of the Clark family?
At the advice of
I don't need to know who's advising you. I want to know what you want the court to do.
in order to keep Mr. Peak off our property,
Okay.
please.
So you want the protection order to continue as it is. All
Yes,
right.
please.
All right. Mr. Peak, you have one last opportunity. This order is going to stay in effect. I'm on the verge of issuing this order in default because you didn't really work out how to get here, and I gave you that time to do it. I'll give you one last chance to get your bike to a bus stop, sounds like. Get the bike on the bus. They have carriers. You hop on the bus.
That's not an option as far as I know.
Well, as far as you know.
You can go ahead and issue the order. That's fine with me. I have no intention of contacting these people at all. What I wanted to do, I gave Ted a birdhouse.
Yeah, I'm not going to take any evidence so much.
Okay.
So the idea of.
I will not contact them at all, period.
No. All right. So you don't object to the.
No need. Go ahead and issue the order.
All right.
Go ahead and issue the order. I have no intention of contacting these people.
Okay. then that's
I
what
wanted to, what I inquired about was to purchase lumber off of their slash pile. I wanted to give them money for the lumber off their slash pile is why I contacted them.
All right, so you've got a copy of that order and it's the same. So you stay away from Ted and Wendy. Don't harm them. Don't contact them in any way. That means through, in any way, in person, through family, through friends, through strangers, through social media.
Agreed for the rest of eternity.
Yes, well, I understand that obviously you're almost sharing a property line. So what I'm saying is you don't go onto the
We do.
premises of their house.
Yeah.
This
The
is
fence
not
is down.
excluding, just slow down there, Mr. Peak. That's part of the problem.
I'm sorry.
With you being on
I
the
don't-
phone, you don't
okay.
understand that I have to talk, you be quiet, and then we don't have those nonverbal cues. So let me finish. So you stay away and from their premises and not making a distance requirement. And then this is not intended to exclude you from your home or the ability to get to your home, but it is excluding you from their property and from contacting them. So,
Agreed.
all right. So do you have an email?
I have a text. I have a phone number.
Okay.
You have my phone number, or I have a mailbox. I've got snail mail. Those are the two options that I've been able to accomplish in the last several years. And believe me, I've been trying, but I don't get much support out in the county. There's just not a lot of resources around here, and I'm low income. I'm incredibly ignorant when it comes to technology,
Well, signing off on this order and you follow it and it'll be in effect until it is April 28th of next year. And I'm going to talk to the parties here. So the clerks, if you think you need this order to last longer than that, you have within 3 months of that expiration, so January 28th, sometime thereafter, you can refile with the court to ask the court to reissue it. Don't wait till a couple of weeks before, because then the order will expire likely before we can set a hearing. But if you think so, then apply to the court early. We will have another hearing. What happens there is right now the burden is on the petitioners, but at that stage, the burden then goes to Mr. Peak to show why the court shouldn't issue an order that continues longer. But we'll see if that becomes necessary, but just so you know that. I'm going to hand the clerks a copy of my order, and then Mr. Peak, that's going to be available to you through Zoom, which it doesn't sound like you're going to be good for. We would email it, but you don't have an email. So contact
You have snail mail, right? You have my address?
You can contact the court and that's how you want it. Do we have anything? Let's have a look.
There will be no contact. It's not necessary, but I don't need to know. I understand the situation.
You might want to look at the order though and be sure. Yeah, we're just looking.
I understand the order.
The Denmark Street? That where you get mail?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll mail it out to you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Any questions, Mr. Peak?
This has to do with another no contact order. Can I give you an update?
No,
The
not
residents at 9. Okay.
Not-
Okay, I'll shut up then.
We don't take up things just off the cuff without everybody here. Anything from the clerks?
Right.
Any questions? Okay, all right, Mr. Peak, you can be on your way, and I'll finish up this order.
Thank you for pardoning my ignorance in the court system. Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye. All right, we're taking up case 2579, and you'll both notice that I'm looking from screen to screen to screen here. I've got a couple of screens, all of our court files electronic. So I'm listening to you, but I'm also looking at, there's a lot of exhibits that have been filed, and I'm looking at the things that were filed. So just so you know what I'm doing here. And then we're here on an order has been issued on behalf of Mr.
You say it Villalba.
Villalba, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me get that right. Thank you. Mr. Villalba, against Ms. Gooding, there was a temporary order. Today is the day we determine should this order go beyond today or not. So, Mr. Villalba, let me put you under oath. Raise your right hand. It's all right. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. And Ms. Gooding, raise your right hand with me. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. So what happens here today is I'll hear from Mr. Vialva if there's anything more other than what he's filed, which is, you filed a lot of information. You don't have to say anything more, but if there's something you wanted to highlight, that's fine. And Ms. Gooding, then I'm going to turn to you and ask you why I shouldn't issue this order. But of course, my first question, Ms. Gooding, is do you object to this order being issued?
I do, yes.
Okay, we have a hearing. So I'm going to turn to Mr. Vialva and hear from him why I should do this. And I'll turn back to you and to determine why you think I shouldn't. And we're working under the law of RCW. Let me get that out. Let's go back. 7.105, 100, the anti-harassment order or protection order statute. So I have to find certain things there.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Vialva, you said a lot of things here. Anything else or anything more? Something you want to weigh in on?
Yeah, well, you've got the paperwork. I understand relationships and I understand that they go bad. But what was done, there's nothing that can explain
Which
that.
one of these things that you're most aggrieved by? Is it the statement on Facebook?
The fact that, yeah, the 8 months that she used my picture and my name and my account and was in there making posts for 8 months, acting like me, writing posts. I got everything printed out.
Well, you put it all in
Yeah,
the court file. So the 8 months, but what about those statements that aggrieved you the most?
Well, she said I was Thurston County's biggest sex offender, that I was a rapist and pedophile. I am not on any register. I have no violence on my record. I have no domestic violences on my record. I have nothing like that. And I have a 16-year-old daughter. And how am I supposed to? I lost my job because of this. For 2 years, I had a great job.
When did, yeah.
And I couldn't figure out why I got fired because Monday we had talked and I had everything set up.
Well, here, let me back you up. We'll get to that.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to keep it a little organized. I know.
I get worked up and I'm really
But,
sorry about
Yep,
that.
I understand.
Okay.
So those 8 months, what time frame was that?
That was from May, beginning of May to the end of
May of 2024?
Yes, I'm sorry,
Okay,
May of
started in May of
2024. It started in May of 2024 and it ended, I believe, just a couple of weeks prior to her being served, or a week to being her being served.
Came to the court in March, so sometime in March it ended.
Yes,
Okay, before she was, as you understand, served notice of this hearing.
correct.
All right, and then you say you lost your job in that same time frame.
I lost my job in September.
All right.
And I had no recollection of this whole, that I just can't believe it. For 8 months, I didn't know anything about this. And to see how long and how many posts that she made, I'm just like, are you?
So what did you do for a job, and did you ever find out
I
why
was
you
a
lost
commercial
your job?
framer for Bailey, BGC, Bailey General Contracting.
All right. What did they say about why you lost your job?
They said because it was slow. I had went in a week ago and talked to the secretary and asked if there was a specific reason why I was let go. And they had stated that they had information on a Facebook profile page of mine about me being a sex offender. And my boss was just like, look, if it is true or it's not true, I still can't have those kind of things being said because
So you got this from a secretary? And
well, yeah, my boss,
secretary
yeah, and my boss, yeah.
Did you talk to your boss?
I didn't physically talk to him, no.
All right, so you heard this through another person? Who's a
Yes,
secretary to
through
your
another
boss.
person, yes, yeah.
And the secretary doesn't make the firing and hiring decisions?
No, she does
The
not.
boss does. Okay, but you heard that that's what the secretary thought. One of the reasons.
Yes.
All right. And then you haven't been hired back?
No,
All right. And are you working anywhere else?
no, I was on unemployment. And then when this happened, since unemployment, I've been like depressed because I've been dealing with our breakup and moving. And then this happened and I've been a mess. I've tried to work, I've gone to work and I find myself getting depressed after a couple of days and then just refuse to go back because I'm just not, so you're
getting
sad
hired elsewhere, but you're ending the job yourself.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. And so, you speak about, all right, so that job, those are the big things. And things kind of stopped, you said, before you filed this for this order. Do you have any concept of why?
Because when I found out about the profile page, I started digging into my phone more and realized that she was synced into my phone. And I have pictures of that, of her synced into my phone with a certain password that she has that I didn't have at that time. And it shows her name and her picture and my name and my picture are synced. And when she got served, my credit card information came off a spyware that she had used because I had my credit card information in my phone.
So again, back you up to
I'm sorry.
focus in here. Do you have any idea of why these things may have stopped before you even came?
Oh, because I think she knew that I was figuring it out, that she was into my phone.
Okay, and how would you think that she would know that?
Because I would turn off certain things on my phone, and the next morning I'd wake up and they'd be back on again.
All right, so, and how do you attribute this to Ms. Gooding?
Well, I have her name into my phone, synced into my phone. And when I removed my email address that I thought that she was synced to. And when I go to recover that email address, because I have 2,000 work photos on there that were deleted by her. When I tried to recover that email, it asked me to send her email. It'll send her email a verification or a verification number. Why do I have to send her a verification number to get into this?
Email that you attribute to Ms. Gooding, is this the email that you may have used through your relationship?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And how long was this relationship?
We did it for 3 years, from 2021 to 2020, about the beginning of 2024, because we were separated for a year, but we were still in contact. Because I have a dog, and I would go down there and take care of him, walk him, and stuff like that. And so that's why we kept in contact. And then when she did the restraining order, she took my dog, and I'm just like, so that's the other thing.
Okay, I did notice that in, well, no, restraining order in what county? I don't see you as.
She said it was out of this one, or the paperwork was done out of this one. If it wasn't, it was Pierce County, because I lived in Lakewood at the time when I was served.
Okay.
So I was served, and then I was also, because of the issues that were going on, was also had to move out of the house I was just moved into a week prior. So now I'm back down here in Olympia, ma'am.
Okay.
I was there.
Where do you think Ms. Gooding is?
What?
Where do you think Ms. Gooding is residing?
At her residence for.
Where's that city?
Oh, it's in Olympia. It's in Olympia.
Okay.
Yes, sorry
All
about
right. All right. So things seem to have ended right before you filed, and you filed anything since you filed this order?
Yes. Well, I have let's see here.
Anything you didn't file with the court? So I need you to testify. If you need to pause and review things, but you're the one who should be testifying, not.
Right. No, I know.
someone talking to
They're just my pictures and stuff had been getting deleted, and yeah, everything of mine has been deleted off my phone since
Everything of
the
yours,
serving.
what does that mean?
Since the time of her being served, my pictures, my personal pictures, and my work photos, everything that meant something to me, my pictures of my dog were all deleted. The information, like I had a bill of sale wrote out for my car from my aunt, that was deleted. The information that I had that is in front of you about my dog, the citation, the vet bill, and the bill of sale was all deleted off of my phone. I had to recover all of it back.
How did you recover it?
I had to go in. It's unbelievable, Your Honor. I had to go into a few different photo recovery sites and pull out of the trash. Luckily, I had a don't delete anything after 36 months. And so I was able to get some of those
Off the cloud.
pictures back. Yeah. But I didn't get my work pictures. I'm still 2,000 pictures short. My work stuff, everything, all my other stuff is gone. So I'm really upset about that too.
Let's see if I have other questions here. Give me a moment. You have something? What?
Well, just, and my daughter's sake, the other reason why is my daughter, we would get into little arguments, during the 3 years, and she would
Who
just.
would get into
oh,
arguments? You and
Sorry,
who?
me and Meg Gooding would get into arguments, and in the middle of those arguments, she would, bring my daughter's name up for no reason, and say,
So how does this have to do with an order against Miss Gooding? What you're saying right now is arguments during the relationship. Is there something?
well, I just thought that the protection order was with, for my daughter as well, and I just wanted to state that she doesn't feel safe right now with everything that's being said and done. And I have printouts, you have it all. I have text messages and everything that says that when she filed, she made sure to do it on my daughter's birthday or the day she filed on
We're
the 5th.
talking about Caitlin?
Yes, Caitlin.
Okay.
Caitlin's birthday was on the 6th. Meg Gooding sent me text messages stating that she was going to make sure that I went to jail on my daughter's birthday so she could witness that. And then I got paperwork served to me on the 5th, and then the 6th they came, but because of no evidence.
What month?
May, or no, February.
February of this year?
Yep, February of
Okay.
5th. Oh, sorry. Her birthday is on March 6th. I'm sorry. So it was 3/5/2025
Okay.
that I got served
With what?
with a restraining order for domestic violence and battery and sexual assault. And she demanded that I give back my dog to her.
Is that in this county?
Well,
Do you know?
yes.
Do you have a hearing coming up? What's happened with that?
It got dropped. No, her restraining order was dropped. So we went to court after they took everything, and we went to court, and the judge dropped the case. There was just lack of evidence.
Okay, I see that on April 4th, there was an order filed in the Thurston County Superior Court. And then there was an order denying that petition all on the same day. There wasn't anything issued. Let me kind of look and see what else I can know.
Okay.
So that was case 25-2-302-7134. And then there was also 25-2-301-8734.
Yeah.
And that is looking into the JABS docket. Petitioner was Ms. Gooding against you, and those dockets were collapsed together. So there's a petition filed March 5th on that one. There's service, sheriff apparently served sometime around March 5th or 6th. And then the hearing was March 18th, and the Superior Court judge denied the request of Ms. Gooding for an order. So those things, there aren't any further hearings that I can divine. All right. And so you heard from, how did you know this from Ms. Gooding that this was her plan?
She stated in text messages that she was going to make a profile page of mine, making sure that everybody knew what kind of person that I supposedly was, and she didn't care about the consequences. She didn't care about anything as long as it ruined me. She stated that she was going to do this. She was going to make sure that I went to jail on my daughter's birthday so she could watch that. I didn't know it was a restraining order until I was served, because I was sick during all of this. And then, they came, and she knew, Meg Gooding knew with the laws, because I had my dog. What she did was she registered my dog behind my back a week.
Let me step you back to what you were saying. So around March of 2025, around your daughter's birthday, is when you got a text, or sometime before that, from a text message that you have used with Ms. Gooding?
Yes. So,
Okay.
okay.
And she said in that text that she was going to ruin you. What did
yes.
she say exactly? You are not here. The folks in the back have to sit quiet and not raise their hands.
She says,
if you need a break to look at things, I'll give you that.
no, okay.
But I'm not gonna have people in the back throwing papers around. raising hands.
I
This is
understand.
your suit.
So,
So did you file this with the court?
yes.
Okay.
All
so
of that
it's
has
one
been
these
filed.
Many images.
Yeah.
And it was a screenshot
Yep,
of
it was-
that text.
It was a screenshot of the text. Yes,
And
ma'am.
that came in. All right. So why don't you go through that 'cause I can't divine which text. it
Yeah,
is,
I
all
am
they
sorry
give me
about
is
not,
image.
ordering these and
Yeah.
that was,
So,
it's
do you
my
have a
first,
copy of it there that you're
Yes.
looking at?
right here.
All right, why don't you hand it up? And then I can see what you're talking about.
I might need a couple minutes to pull up these other pieces.
Well, let me just see this and then we'll talk about this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so if you can help me understand who's writing what, so you got another one for me to look at?
This is, so I have.
Here, what I'm gonna do is just make copies. Can you make copies of these?
So
And
what
then
I have-
have a seat, just wait. Let me get copies and then I can sensibly talk to you while I'm looking at what you're giving me.
And then, this is, do you want, also printouts of like the profile page?
I just wanna look at this right now, what we're
Yes, ma'am.
talking about. Try and stay focused. All right, so, these look like screenshots from a cell phone. Is this your cell phone screenshots
Yes,
from?
yes, ma'am.
And when did these messages come in?
These came in, I have it all in my, these messages came in, let's see here. I have it all dated, these messages came in, in the beginning of March, end of February.
Okay, so before you filed.
Yeah, but wait, yes,
And
this is
then
before I filed.
I've got 2 pages here of screenshots. One says, "I'll ruin your life and everyone you love." What's that one? Who's writing that?
That's Meg Gooding writing that.
Right, and you think that that's Meg Gooding because,
I have pictures of her and 2 other names on her profile page with her real name matched to these 3 names that you see right there.
okay, so this is
This was
so
on
this
Messenger.
comes into your phone. It
Yes.
says Meg Gooding.
Yep.
All right, and I'll send your mom and Sally all your internet history. So then I see an emoji of a flipping, giving someone the
Mhm.
bird or flipping someone off with their middle finger. Is
Yes,
that
ma'am.
you or
No,
who's
that's
that?
her.
Okay, and then is all of this
That's all her, ma'am.
okay, so no response from you in
Nope.
this one.
No,
All right, so this is what you're saying. I'll ruin your life. I'll send your mom and Sally. Who's Sally?
I'm my aunt. She's like my mom.
Okay. And then it says, "See you later today. Enjoy what little reputation you have." And then I'll have a profile for you made on every hookup site outlining. All right. And then the next page starts with "Enjoy that fucker." Who's that from?
That's from Meg Gooding, ma'am.
And in the same way, is this part of a whole stream?
Yeah, that's all Meg.
Which
Yes.
started first? "I'll ruin your life" or which started first?
I think it was
Yours, and tell me.
yeah, it was I'll ruin your
That
life.
started with that. All
And then
right.
the end, and then this, and then that would be the end
So
of
are there any responses from you in these?
it. Not for these, no.
Not what I'm looking at.
Nope,
All right.
not at
so
all. I didn't
what does
respond to any of
"See you
those.
later today" mean?
When, because that was the day that she was filing, or that was the day that I was getting, the restraining order, I guess, put against me. I was sick and my phone was off. I didn't get any of these messages. So when I turned on my phone after I got served, I seen all these messages and was like, what the hell? And then,
So these came in uninvited from you. You hadn't texted or anything? Or-
no, these messages, no.
Okay. And before this,
Mhm.
how recently had you had any conversation?
Oh,
by
we had been
text with
talking,
Ms. Gooding?
we had been seeing each other clearly till all the way up until like a week before I was served. So a week before March,
Right.
5th. Yeah, we were
So
constantly talking and hanging out. Like we were friends.
So where does this come from? What happened?
This is just this is the stuff that she sends to me. And when we get into what it is, ma'am, is that
You got into some sort of
I got custody
disagreement.
of my daughter.
Mhm.
If I can't give Meg my 100% attention, which I have text messages of this too, if I can't give her 100% of my attention, that she gets very upset. And these are the things that I've been trying to help her out with because she is on medical leave. I don't want to
So
talk
you
about that. I don't
think
want to
this
talk about that.
this came after some sort of disagreement you
Yes.
had? How
Yes.
soon after?
A couple days, maybe. She kept asking me to bring my dog back, and I'm like, I'm sick, and he's mine.
Okay.
I'm like, and so the
So
only
this
way.
disagreement about the dog is what's going
Yes,
on.
yeah, this whole,
also.
yeah, and the
All
reason
right.
why we were seeing each other in these last year is because of the dog. I got the dog for myself. I bought the dog when we broke up. because I was going to be homeless and I wanted a dog. She knew this. When I got the dog and picked the dog up, I paid for the dog. She said that she didn't want to see the dog sleep outside, so we could stay there. And it was an off and on again thing where she would kick me out for a night and I'd come back the day and and it was just on and off, on and off, on and off.
And then
Then I
you're
get my
saying
daughter.
You have your dog and
Then
you have your daughter.
then I
did
get
you
my
your
daughter.
into your custody? When did that happen?
That happened in May. She came in May.
Of what
June.
year?
But
June
she got here at the end of May.
2024?
She was here at the end of May, like the 29th of
All right.
May.
So, but these messages that you've handed out in hard copy
Yes.
came just a couple of days after a disagreement about the dog?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. This is all most of the stuff is all over the dog and why I won't come
Where
down and
is the
see it.
dog at the time? With you?
No,
With
the dog was with me
Goody.
at this time, but
Okay.
she put the restraining order because, ma'am, this is my first time being a dog owner. I didn't know anything about registration or anything like
All
that.
right, I don't need to know about
Yeah.
the dog that much. I just
Okay.
need to understand here. And I know you talked a lot about the dog and whose dog it is and who should have it, and that's.
Well, I
what
just think
can
that it's not
determine
fair that
here.
she said that stuff and that I have to do all of this just to prove my innocence and to get my dog back. This is ridiculous.
Well, the court
I'm sorry. It's not.
here can't do anything about the dog and ownership there, just so that's clear to everybody.
Even if she lied, I'm just saying
I don't have the authority here to
Okay.
pass property back and forth. And unfortunately, I know dogs are more than property, but under the law, that's how they're seen. And I don't have that authority in this case. I do have the authority to make a decision about whether unlawful harassment was committed by Ms. Gooding against you and whether this order should continue. So, anything else before I turn to Ms. Gooding?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so Ms. Gooding, I don't have anything in particular from you.
Yeah, I'm still
like to
waiting
say-
for public records to come in. Sean's been pretty active this past week contacting me and calling animal services.
So this is the trial. So let me focus you in then. So you agreed to each other for about 3 years?
We were together for 4 years. We started
4
dating in April of 2020.
Okay,
And then we
and-
ended our relationship March of 2024, and we were
Okay.
still in an intimate relationship up until the end of February of 2025.
Okay, so you've heard this allegation about the Facebook posting, about the loss of a job. What do you have to say about all that?
So we can start. I'll start with the loss of the job. Sean
I want
did
to
in
start
fact.
with the Facebook posting.
Oh, the Facebook post.
Yeah. Tell me about.
So I really don't have anything to speak to it because I didn't make this profile. Like Sean's the one that's familiar with making many profiles, not me. My Facebook is typically deactivated. So that's all I really have with that. I don't know how else to dispute it. I know Sean's had not only access to my phone, but when his phone was broken, he accessed his Facebook and his Messenger on my personal cell phone. So as far as timeline goes, it being created, I don't have anything for you, Your Honor. Just that I did not make this
Right.
profile, and
So
it
you
would
didn't
be
you didn't make that Facebook statement that puts Mr. Villalva as if he's a sexual predator, a
no.
rapist.
No.
Well, then when I look at, all right, so then we've been looking at these text messages.
Yeah,
This is all filed in the court file for you to have looked at too.
I did
before.
see some, but there were just a lot. Go ahead. Sorry.
So these that are being alleged that you made right before he was served notice of a hearing in Superior Court for an order to protect you.
Yeah.
Enjoy what little reputation you have. I'll have a profile for you made on every hookup site outlining what a fucking rapist you are and will lie about anything to trick women into fucking you. So what's all that? That's
The
attributed to
only
you.
thing from things that I have seen, like I said, I don't get on my Facebook. It's typically deactivated. So what I saw and assumed, I was just like, he probably just made a fake profile for me because he makes fake profiles all the time and
This
was
is a
just
text
having a conversation. So
This is a
that's
text message stream that we're talking about.
a text message stream.
Yes. I'll ruin your life and everyone you love. No one will want anything to do with you. I'll send your mom and Sally all your internet history so they know just how sick you are. The emoji with a, giving someone the bird.
Yeah.
Enjoy that, fucker. See you later today, bitch. Enjoy what little reputation you have.
So
You'll be a
what's
sex for the rest of your life, and then pretty vulgar sign off.
Yeah.
So
so
text message stream. Tell me about that.
So the only thing that I can really think again is just like a back and forth. Like currently Sean is padding my text messages with like all of the fake information about this is about the dog in the car. Like this is all that this is about. And you're hearing a lot about it. It's all over the petition. Like Sean is upset that I'm the legal owner of this vehicle and Max, and he's going to any and all lengths to get him. Like you said it yourself, like you're not going to award Max, and all this is going to do is make Sean find any way to try and get this dog. And
So
so,
this getting then this back and forth on the text. That's what you're
yeah,
saying it's all about. You're bickering back and forth and pretty
I'm not
colorful and
saying
ugly
no. I
language.
am not saying that is me at all. Like there is so much here that I'm having to do work to like basically prove wrong and false. I'm not the one that got the citation from Animal Services. That was Sean.
Well, let
I
me
talked.
ask you about, have you had troubles with your phone service, with texting being
Yeah.
attributed to what?
Yeah.
Tell me
So
about that.
I have had to like basically use a hotspot on a phone that is broken so I can use like another phone. For the last like 3 months, I had to I had to use my kid's phone because I couldn't get a new phone. So I've only been able to actually utilize my cell phone that I have, my iPhone, since it was right when it March 25th, because I had seen that Sean had gone to the district court for a petition, and I was like, I need a phone that works. Like I don't have a phone. So yeah, and that's like all stuff that Sean has access to, and Caitlin. Like they're always logged into my Wi-Fi. Caitlin's logged into her phone into my Xfinity account so she can get hotspots. Like I'm not a very cyber secure person.
So you haven't used your phone for how long?
Like 3 months.
You haven't sent
Oh, no.
text?
So it would be
Had phone
since the
calls
25th
of what?
March.
Okay, so before that,
Oh, no, wait, Your Honor, I'm sorry. It was the 23rd because Sean showed up at my house and I got threatening text messages from him on my phone, and I got it on my phone because it had just been repaired.
so before that, I'm not asking you to testify, Mr. Villalba, just sit quietly. I'm listening to Ms. Gooding and you're distracting.
Sure.
So, Ms. Gooding, so before that, were you using your cell phone to send text and phone mail and doing everything else on the internet?
No, like I had my laptop, and then I had my kid's phone, but I mean internet, like I just go down to the library, really. Like
Okay, so you were on
the internet, yes.
Like,
I was using the
right.
internet. I just don't have my Facebook activated.
But what about texting? How do you communicate with your children before that?
So I was using Instagram on my desktop, and like we live together. So my child's 19. So we're in the same house and we really don't have a whole lot that we text about, but I was using my Instagram message feature through there to send text to my kid. So I know it's really like MacGyvery way, but I just like was actually enjoying like not having my phone and not having Sean contact me. Like that's just what it is.
So when was the last time you received anything well, no, when was the last time you sent a text message to Mr. Villalba?
That would have been, oh man, that's a really good question. It would have been before he gave me the petition, because I could see in like the small fractured corner of my phone that I had gotten a text message from him, and it was the day that the petition was dismissed, my petition through Superior Court. So he had immediately texted me after it was dismissed and asked me if he could see Max. And I said, absolutely not, considering he had assaulted me last time I had seen him. So yeah. So I guess I should clarify, like, the using of my phone. It was really just like,
Well, I'm just
Desperate
wondering, so
moment.
that was the last time you had a text message interchange, you're saying, with Mr. Villalba, was right after your hearing with the Superior Court, which was, looks like that was around the 18th of
yes,
March.
and that was an exchange. And since then, Sean's texted me and there's not been an exchange.
Okay. All right. So you'll agree that whoever sent these texts knows a little bit about Mr. Villalba's family and the two of you?
Yeah. Especially if they know Aunt Sally, like, yeah.
Okay. All right. So anything else about these allegations?
So the losing his job, he didn't lose his job because of some profile. He lost his job because he was getting caught too much smoking fentanyl at work.
How do you know that?
Because he would tell me. He would like
Oh.
drop fentanyl pills in the porta potty and text me and be like, oh my gosh, like I almost got caught, a pill rolled under. There were
And so that was, how were you told that? By text or?
no,
what?
in person and by text. Sorry, yes, by text.
So
And it
this
would be
was-
like coworkers that would make comments, and they started like making jokes about him, and
All right,
it's
so,
not funny.
well, I need to know from you. So he tells you, so when he says he lost his job September of 2024.
Yeah.
When was
That's
all this
correct.
information coming to you from him?
So he was just really confused because what they told him was that work had slowed down. However, he was the only person that they let go. And like,
How do you know
Sean's
all this?
intuitive when
How do you
it
know
comes.
this? Do
Go
you
ahead.
work for the company?
What's that?
How do you know this? Do you work for the company?
That's what Sean told me.
Okay.
And
All right.
that's what he repeatedly was just going back and forth with. Just like, I don't understand why. They said work slow, but there's people working on sites. And yeah, he said probably like a couple months ago that he ran into an old coworker and they told him that work had slowed down, that there was like a contract for an apartment building that they didn't get.
Okay. All right. Anything else about that?
No, that's it. I just wanted to clarify that piece that had nothing to do with the profile.
Okay. Anything else I should know from you, Ms. Gooding?
I guess I don't know when is appropriate to talk about my concerns with some of the procedural parts of this that have taken place, like the proofs of service or the service of the petition. Because I
Okay.
had both Shauna Case, who's an involved party, and Caitlin Villalba show up to my property to serve the petition. In addition to Caitlin Villalba showing up with another party, and unidentified adult female who stayed for 40 minutes, showing up at
What should I
9:50
do
at
with
night.
that information? Tell me what I should do with that information. You
Well,
received
I'm just
notice
confused
at
because the
today's
proof
hearing.
of service says that Shauna Case served me these, or like the petition. She did not serve me the petition. I was threatened if I didn't open the door to accept the papers, they'd call OPD, and they did, and it was OPD that served me this. So
Right,
I'm
I
just
saw.
wondering why Shauna Case is committing perjury by saying she's the one that served me the paperwork.
That's, yeah, you
And
can
why are
serve.
protected parties serving the petition? Like,
Yeah.
in
it's not
Villalba is 16?
There, Ms. Gooding, it's not humor there. I don't have, this is about Mr. Villalba and about you and whether this
Yeah.
order should issue, and you were served notice by Olympia Police Department, was valid, and that kind of ends that issue. Is there something else?
No, that was it. It was just curious why Shauna Case would be turning in a proof of service.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Let me kind of look through things and see if I have any questions for you or. So, Ms. Gooding, Mr. Villalba, I am issuing this order on behalf of Mr. Villalba, and the reason being, Ms. Gooding, is I do find that there's unlawful harassment committed by you against Mr. Villalba.
Okay.
I'm glad to hear that things stopped a few weeks before the filing of this petition, but I see even with these, the opinion that it's not real credible, though. These text message from that I've been served plaintiff's exhibits, it's somebody who knows a lot about Mr. Villalba's family, his mom, his aunt, knows all about the relationship, knows all about there's a problem, the threats to make a profile, to ruin a reputation, and then matching that up to the Facebook posting in the marketplace, I guess I'll call it, that details that to the world, shows, and I think, and I find credible information and sufficient information to attribute it to Ms. Gooding. And then, so I'm issuing this order. So what that means is through April 7th of 2026, you're not to have any contact with Mr. Villalba, and no contact with, as well with Caitlin. And it's up to, Caitlin's old enough to understand this, but Mr. Villalba, you need to also talk with your daughter and make sure she's not violating this order. Well, not violating the order, but putting Ms. Gooding in a position to have contact with her. What I'm making a finding of is that there is, of course, a conduct directed at you by Ms. Gooding that is causing, and I see it here in court, substantial emotional distress, and it doesn't have any legitimate or lawful purpose, and it's unlawful harassment. So your belief that that's going on, then don't engage in any contact with her, and talk to your child about contact with her that it shouldn't be had, as you've asked this court to issue this order. Now, if you believe there's a violation of this order, Mr. Villalba, then you contact 911, because the upshot could be an arrest and possible criminal case filed against Ms. Gooding. So just don't, go by this order. And so this will be in effect through April 7th of 2026. Mr. Villalba, if closing in on that time frame, you think this order needs to go longer, then we have to have another hearing. So within 3 months of that expiration, so January of 2026, you can come back to the court and ask for a hearing. And then we'll see if this order should go longer. But today I'm just going to issue this for a year. And then, so Ms. Gooding, no contact means no contact. Doesn't mean through family, through friends, through social media. Not with Mr. Villalba, not with Caitlin. She's covered by this order. Stay at least 1,000 feet away from wherever he lives, works, goes to school, wherever you know he is.
Okay.
And Mr. Villalba, you have something you wanted to say?
Yeah, I was just requesting that if she could please log out of my stuff so I can get my email back, so I can get my pictures, that'd be great, because if I try to get my emails, I have to send her email a number so I can get it back. I don't know why, but I can't get any of my stuff because she's still logged into my account as of right now. And I have proof of all of it.
Have you changed passwords and
Yeah, I've done
authentication?
all, I have so many different login, logouts, passwords, and all this stuff. It's just so ridiculous. I mean, I
Did you
have to get
share
a new
an
phone,
account?
so.
You're
No,
not
we
a
didn't share an
manager of
account. She'd get into my phone when I'd go to sleep and I'd wake up and I'd have like spyware and stuff put on my phone.
No.
I know, it's all right. It's all right. I haven't, yeah.
It may take something with your provider and may
Yeah.
take something, I don't know, I
I
can't
know.
advise there.
It's all right. All right. I appreciate it, Your Honor. Thank you very much for your time.
So Ms. Gooding, writing up this order, do you have any questions about the limitations on you?
No, I just appreciate the comments made to Caitlin and Sean about their interactions with me. And I just would appreciate Sean to stop contacting me and filing false animal services reports. They know it's you, Sean. God.
All right, I'm not asking you to argue over Zoom and during this hearing. So I asked if there were any questions about your restrictions that
No, I have none. Thank you for the order. I really do appreciate it.
So that's all for today. It'll be in the court file and available to you. Service is not necessary as you appeared, and you can get a copy of this through your Zoom instructions and or calling the court.
Great, thank you.
Finish this, Mr. Vialva, and I will hand this to you.
Do you still need me present or am I able to go?
Be on your way. You can
Okay,
sign
thank
up.
you.
We don't have anything else to take up, do we? All right, we're adjourned.